what's happening right now from RTV6, the Indy Channel.
Tonight, world leaders are demanding answers, and President Obama wants the truth about who shot down the Malaysia Airlines flight, killing nearly 300 people. Tonight, we know at least one American was on board, but there's more. An IU grad student from the Netherlands was a passenger, and one of the pilots also attended IU.
Men, women, children, infants who had nothing to do with the crisis in Ukraine. Their deaths are an outrage of unspeakable proportions.
And as I mentioned, the tragedy hits here in Indiana. An Indiana University doctoral student from Amsterdam is one of the 298 lives lost.
You were a better person just by being next to her, just by knowing her.
Let's talk about that IU grad student killed in this tragedy. And as we said, this tragedy hits home. Caroline Keitzer was a former member of the university's rowing team. I visited the IU campus today, where there are a lot of heavy hearts. Her rowing team family still in shock that a 25-year-old so full of life and optimism now won't be coming back to campus in just a few weeks as planned.
I was in denial when my friend told me. And I was really hoping it was a mistake and that she was not on the plane.
The reality still sinking in that a friend and fellow teammate is gone. Asia Zira was recruited to the IU rowing team from Croatia the same year Caroline Keitzer was recruited from Holland in 2010. She says despite not knowing a soul, Caroline, with her outgoing personality, was quick to make friends.
She was always smiling. She was always positive. And well, she was enthusiastic about everything, and she always had this calmness about herself, even in stressful situations.
Not only a straight A student, but a natural leader and motivator on the IU rowing team, where she was the varsity stroke.
When the stroke is sort of the quarterback, the leader of the crew that everybody follows, and so she was that person. And that year was probably the first where our varsity 8, our top crew, really started to make an impact. It was getting ranked nationally.
A light that will shine in the memories of those she touched.
To get to know her is actually an honor.
Rowing team members are talking about ways to pay tribute to Caroline at the beginning of the rowing season this year to honor what a beautiful person she was inside and out. Indiana University President Michael McRobbie released this statement. Caroline was an outstanding student and a talented athlete, and her passing is a loss to the campus and the university. Our hearts also go out to the families of all the victims of this senseless act. More details now. Another Indiana connection to the tragedy. We've now learned that the pilot attended IU as well. His name, Juan Amran Wanhusen. He was a student in IU's computer science program from 1982 to 1985.